actually find it more interesting having sort of known the other artists for about 10 months, seeing the different personalities put stuff up.
I think it worked quite well.
I found it quite stressful actually.
We're all very different artists.
I think the process for any group of artists when putting up a group show is daunting.
I find it very difficult to co-curate.
And sometimes working by yourself it can be quite monastic and you forget why you're doing something. So it's always nice to work with other people who maybe see something else in your work and push it in a different direction.
The artists here, we're all willing to kind of push themselves and boundaries.
Next to me is a taxidermist, for example, and we have painters, sculptors, a photographer. So I was surprised how well it came together, but maybe that has to do with the fact that we worked for such a long time in one studio.
So there's people that were super organised and did it immediately, and then there's people like maybe me who did it a bit later, and then like one other person who I won't mention.
I'm quite a last-minute person, and so even the night before, like 1 AM, I was still making new work.
You kind of have to open it up and also know that when you're curating a show that it's not a solo show, so it is about kind of everything being cohesive.
Curating it was a challenge in the sense that we wanted everyone's work to stand out, hold their own, and also like mesh really well with each other.
It is a interesting and in the end very useful thing that artists should do.
I've never done a group show with artists who aren't photographers, so their process was quite, well, they had a lot more experience in the process of putting stuff in a gallery and working things with, or curating things with other artists.
Even things we changed things up to the last minute, moved things around, and it was still good.
What was the most difficult part was the most positive part as well, is that everyone had very different work.
The piece is made up of lots of different components that I'd had prepared for a long time.
The two new ones are more interesting because I've moved into like sea creatures and crustaceans.
The pieces in the show all have to do with self-portraits and all to do with the human head.
In Danger, we think quite like solely about our practice and our work.
It was very good to see the beginning of the new series out of the studio at an early stage.
It's all always about these parallels of beautiness and ugliness that don't exist without each other.
The first thing that came to my mind were the free drinks. So there's the honest answer.
I messed up.